This went well past the point of defense of another.
Back the footage up 30 seconds, would you?
That's not relevant to this specific complaint.
Everyone with a law degree in the room, raise their hand. Oh, it's just me? Back it up and play it.
So, how old are you?
Let's see, on day 1, you insulted my gender, then you insulted everyone's gender, then you attacked my integrity and moral compass. On day 2, you age discriminate against me.
How can I age discriminate against somebody in the prime of their fucking life? There's scientists in labs trying to figure out how to make people stay your age forever.
The insult is in asking.
I'm just saying, it's impressive that somebody who's only been an attorney for what?
4 years.
4 years would be trusted with a case of this scale. In other words, it was meant to be a compliment to you Gen Z'd your way out of it.
Is it necessary we talk before reaching the crash site?
Not at all.
Great.
My truck, my fucking music.
Have a seat.
I'm fine.
Listen, hon, we were playing the pissed off litigator while you were still being bathed by your daddy.
My father died before I was born, defending your right to say offensive and sexist remarks like the ones you just uttered here in front of 6 witnesses, all of whom are attorneys and 3 of whom are women. So if this is how you talk to a woman in front of a court reporter, I wonder what interesting tales they have to tell about those late-night discovery sessions.
Let's just take the temperature down a notch.
Take the temperature down? We are not the ones who are seeking depositions. Let me point the facts of this case out to you, all right? Your driver used a private road owned and constructed by my client without permission.
We had permission.
I've seen no such document submitted by counsel.
Permission was verbal.
Permission from who?
Tommy Norris.
Would you ask Mr. Norris to come in here, please?
Listen,
I'm done speaking to you.
May I speak?
Feel free.
I know where you're going with this, and you need to understand a verbal agreement is legally binding in the state of Texas.
If it can be proven. Did you give permission for TTP to use our cutoff to Highway 285?
When 302 was closed for night construction, I asked if they could use a bypass, and I allowed them to.
Did they ask for that courtesy to be extended beyond the closure of the highway?
They did not.
Were you or any MTEX employees aware of their continued use of the road?
I wasn't. I can't speak for anybody else.
You had restricted permission, which had expired. You made no request to extend it. The plane in question was reported stolen and was in possession of the thieves at the time of the accident. But even if it hadn't been stolen, we could land it in the middle of the road whenever we want. It's our fucking road. You had no right, easement, lease, nor permission to use the road. To assert otherwise is false, and the mere insinuation we were complicit in the theft of the plane is defamatory and will be treated as such. Not to mention multiple attempts on record of your partner making a derogatory statement about my gender and stating that I bathed with my father, falsely insinuating an incestuous and criminally sexual relationship with a deceased Army Ranger.
Uncle, we get it.
Do you? Think they hired me because I'm pretty? I charge $900 an hour, you asshole, and you're real close to learning why. So, here's what you're going to do. You're gonna drop this bullshit claim. You, your client, and your insurance company are going to circle up and take your 8-figure settlement like men, or I will sue this firm, your client, and your insurance company for defamation, slander, frivolous and malicious prosecution, intentional infliction of emotional distress, mental anguish, and anything else I can come up with. And when this is over in 7 years, you will be disbarred, and I will hang your law degrees over my fucking toilet.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Would you draft up the settlement, please? And make sure it's withdrawn with prejudice. Oh, no one is leaving but me. Draft the settlement here, have them sign it here.
Don't you want to be here to negotiate the language?
We're not negotiating language. This is a surrender. They sign what you write, and I'll be waiting at the courthouse with CBS News if they don't. Is that how you play pissed off litigator? Didn't think so. I'd like to start out by saying this feels inappropriate. Meeting in your residence.
It is also my office.
MTEX doesn't have an office in town.
We have remote offices that move with the rigs and satellite offices at the man camps, but I promise you would find those more inappropriate. Do you want some coffee?
I'm fine.
So it breaks down like this. 3 widows, 8 dependents. Youngest is 3 months. I was thinking something like $250 per household, plus a college fund. MTEX could invest that money now and essentially pay the tuition with the ROI, minus the 3 teenagers. It makes for a very attractive and compassionate offer that addresses the short-term needs and longer-term concerns of the families.
Are you including the cash value of their 401ks in that $250?
I am not.
So in the case of Luis, it's more like a $600,000 offer.
Not really. They're entitled to the 401k regardless of the settlement.
They don't know that.
Their attorney will.
Do they have attorneys?
Not to my knowledge.
We're gonna make this deal before they get them.
Let me just check the insurance company's
Don't
legal.
you dare. The insurance company isn't gonna offer them anything. They're going to investigate for a year, claim it was negligence on the part of the employees, and then wash their hands of it. There is no cap for economic or punitive damages for wrongful death in Texas, and this is a $40 or $50 million lawsuit per incident. We won't let it get that far. If they don't bite at $250, we will offer $300. If they don't bite there, $400, and if they still don't bite, I scare the shit out of them for an hour, and then we offer $500. We are leaving each house with a check on their table and a fucking signature on our settlement.
Hi, Rebecca.
Still spring breaking?
Yeah. Are y'all working?
We're almost done.
Do you have a swimsuit?
Not on me.
Oh, well, you can borrow one of mine.
Yeah, I've got a lot of work waiting for me back at the hotel, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang it.
I know, right?
Do y'all want some popcorn?
Popcorn? No, I do not. Thank you.
Mate,
Oh, no, thanks.
it's only 30 calories a cup.
Still, thanks.
Okay. Change your mind.
Are you kidding me?
I know.
Sexual harassment lawsuit's literally writing itself.
I have made that point.
I will make it clearer.
Nothing would please me more.
So they sent you for a wrench, and while your back was conveniently turned, the pump jack blew.
No, I was running back from the truck when it blew.
Why were you running?
Because that's what you do. You hurry. When someone asks for something, you haul ass.
And he needed this tool to,
I don't know why.
I'm assuming the tool, a wrench, yes?
Pipe wrench.
A pipe wrench would be the proper tool to secure a valve.
Lady, it was my second day. I didn't know the proper way to do anything.
Right. What we are offering her and the other family members is almost $500,000 each. That is enough to pay off her mortgage, cover her bills for 2 decades, and still put that baby through college. But if the choice is to seek damages from the company you work for, well, then we must scrutinize everything. Every family. And this? I mean, do you have any idea how bad this looks? Husband dead less than a month and you're sleeping in his fucking bed? The one person who survived the explosion, completely unscathed. You know exactly which valve and which tool, don't you? And the reason you were running was to get as far away as you possibly could.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. If she fails to sign and seeks litigation, I will crucify you to destroy her. And I do mean destroy. You will be criminally investigated. Have you been helping her with her finances? Have you sold any of Elvio's belongings? I seem to recall a pretty fancy pickup that's no longer out front. You see where I'm going with this, don't you?
It's not true and you know it.
You're the only one who knows the truth, Cooper. Because you're the only one who survived. And I reject your truth. I think I'll invent my own.
All right, let me have it.
Oh, I plan to. Your son lives with one of the victim's wife. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Didn't think that's information worth sharing?
It's a new development.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware. Because she had a fucking husband 3 weeks ago. What are the odds that on his first day, he just happens to be assigned by you to that workover crew, and on that first day, a pump jack, not a drilling rig, not a workover rig, but a pump jack explodes and kills the husband of the woman he now lives
Hang on a second. What are you trying to say?
I'm not done. It turns out that this worm is 2 months from a petroleum engineering degree with a minor in geology. Couple this with the fact that pump jacks are so stable a means of extracting oil, they go unmonitored for years. Years. There are pump jacks installed in the 1930s that are still in use. In fact, pump jacks are so reliable, it would likely take a petroleum engineer to get one to blow. And one happened to be there. What are the odds? What are the odds he is the only witness to survive? And what are the odds he would know to counter on a settlement agreement? It was presented as a payout, not an offer. And just like that, his little girlfriend is a millionaire.
Wait a minute. 400,000 is a fucking insult to this family, and we never go in that low.
My job is to limit liability loss.
Do you know how this company saves money? We buy pipe in bulk when demand is low. We buy leases when everybody's selling. We get our trucks below holdback because I go in and drop 10 grand at Rick's Cabaret on the sales manager. We don't save money from bereavement payments to widows of our fucking friends of ours,
now
okay?
they're friends. Oh.
Yeah, they're friends. I went to the girl's wedding, okay? I see your little plan.
As I was saying, my job is to limit liability loss. Everything you touch has liability.
Yeah, well, welcome to the oil business. And let me tell you something. That explosion was an accident, and you fucking know it. And if you come after my son to heal your little bruised ego, next time it won't be, all right?
That a threat?
Yeah, it's a fucking threat.
Chuck Parker is an offshore drilling engineer. Give him a call. Take the 4 hours to Fort Worth to become as big an expert as you can. And so you understand? Drilling an offshore well within a year is warp speed.
Got it.
No, you don't got it. They're gonna want a timeline, and you have no concept of what that is.
Ever heard of the word feasibility? Or how about diligence? Or earnest? Or the phrase best efforts? I can negotiate a drilling agreement on the fucking moon and make the entire contract contingent upon us fucking getting there. You are on the wrong side of this company's chain of command to raise your voice at me. Don't ever do it again.
We appreciate you taking this so seriously, but the time to carve out a deal has passed you by. This is going to trial.
Well, this will go before an arbitration committee, according to the contract. But before that, we will terminate all of our policies with your client and cease the $14 million in annual premiums we pay. Then we will file for bankruptcy protection, where you will stand at the back of the line because you have no real damages. We suffered a loss, and you paid a claim, as you were legally bound to do. The fact that we have to drill as stipulated is irrelevant. Or we sell the company to a Diamondback or XTO or, God help you, BP or Chevron, and they shove this bullshit claim so far up your ass you can taste the ink on the summons. I assume you know the principal is deceased. The new principal had no knowledge of this requirement of the policy, nor did she know of an insurance claim on the rig, nor did she know of the rig. You are suing the grieving widow of the company owner. Please seek to move this out of arbitration. I can't wait to put her on the stand. She can cry on cue. It's uncanny.
You were Shepard Hastings.
I was. I'm in-house for the company now.
You outsourced litigation?
Not on your life.
Look, Rebecca, if I may call you that.
You just did.
Okay, Tiger. Look, we all know Monty, and we're not exactly sure how he got them to pay out the entire claim at once and directly to him, but it has set a precedent my client is very serious about reversing. We need to make a bit of an example here.
Well, if a claim was improperly paid by your client, that is a violation of the contract, which nullifies any subsequent damages clause. It doesn't matter that my client didn't apply the funds as stipulated. The contract states that the funds be sent directly to the drilling company as expenses are incurred. Your client violated that agreement. Your damages are not real, and even if they were, your client's intentional violation of the contract suspends the damages clause.
How do we know your client didn't misrepresent
Well,
the
he
funds?
certainly misrepresented something, didn't he? And your client bit to the tune of $400 million. So if you want to take whacks at a dead man in front of a jury and his widow, I'm in. I'm ready. I like that kind of party.
I don't hear a proposal.
You will, as soon as you concede. 1, you have no damages. And 2, your client's violation of the contract supersedes our violation and negates any damages you would have been entitled to if there were damages to begin with.
I still don't hear a proposal.
We will issue a press release announcing the drill and endure all the scrutiny that entails to publicly satisfy your client's bruised ego.
Timeline.
I need a geological survey and a feasibility report before I can even begin
Don't
to
feed us that bullshit. Now you're playing in our sandbox. You know exactly where you're drilling because you already had a rig there, and if it wasn't for a hurricane, you'd still have a rig there. You need to lease a rig, 2 tugboats, and hire a crew. We want weekly progress reports, and in those reports, I want progress. Under those terms, we will submit a request to dismiss.
Agreed. And this is the rig location here in the Gulf of Mexico?
America. That is currently its legal name.
The Gulf. Let's just call it the Gulf. That's the location of the rig's future home.
Correct. Replacing the rig we lost to Francine in 2024.
I'm assuming Francine is a hurricane.
Correct. And since we previously had a well there, we know the location of that well. We can bypass most of the due diligence prior to sending the rig to sea. Once it's in the region, we can set it and drill as close as possible to the previous well.
Why not just reconnect it to the existing well?
Integrity of the wellhead was compromised. There's no way to repair it. It's too deep.
What's the timeline to drill another well?
End of the year.
And how much can it produce?
Old well produced 200 million cubic feet a day.
Help me understand that in dollar figures.
Gross revenues over $1 billion a year, depending on almost countless factors. One would hope for an ROI of 20%. And that volume, with a price increase from today's price of $347 to a peak of $1578 in 2005, you can 5x that percentage.
Do we have an offshore geologist who can oversee this project?
Possibly. We have one who worked offshore for BP.
What's his name?
Newsom.
I should meet him.
What for?
There is an offshore well none of you knew about that generated $150 million in net revenue a year. And rather than spend an insurance payout to continue that revenue stream, Monty chose to take that money and spend it on a field of workover rigs with no guarantee of a return.
I don't have time to explain the game to you.
My God, I don't care. And that is why I want to meet with someone who can. Not an attorney, and not the fix-it man who found himself president of an oil company, a scientist. I'd like to meet with this Newsom. I assume he has some sort of field office or...
I'll send you a pin.
5 p.m.
Please? You're gonna treat me like a fucking secretary, you could have the common decency to be polite about it.
If you would be so kind as to inform Mr. Newsom I will meet him at 5, it would be greatly appreciated.
I will let him know.
And I will be reporting your use of profanity to HR.
I am the head of HR, so consider your complaint filed.
Nothing about this is how a company should be run.
Says the 29-year-old who's never run a company. All right.
A man tried to rape me last night. Cooper. You remember Cooper?
Yes, I remember Cooper.
You pulled him off me and fought him. Beat him. The man died, and the police are holding him in a room.
Okay, put me on speaker. I need you to walk into that room, do not knock, tell Cooper to stop talking. Set the phone on the table. Go, now.
Oh, miss, you can't be in here. Hold on, hold
Stop
on.
talking, not another word.
This is Mr. Norris's attorney. The one you failed to notify before questioning my client. Cooper, did they explain your rights to you?
They ain't explained nothing to me.
Well, at this point, gentlemen, anything he says and anything he has already said is inadmissible in court. I'm 15 minutes away. I'll be there in 7. Which interview room?
4.
On my way.
This went well past the point of defense of another.
Back the footage up 30 seconds, would you?
That's not relevant to this specific complaint.
Everyone with a law degree in the room, raise their hand. Oh, it's just me? Back it up and play it. That's what I'll be showing a jury. And they can decide how real a threat this man posed and what measure of force should be applied to stop him. I noticed, Detective Miller, you were involved in a shooting with a man armed with a pipe wrench.
Okay.
You shot the man 11 times. Why not shoot him in the leg?
Under that specific situation, I couldn't guarantee a shot to the leg would stop the assailant.
But you're trained to make those quick decisions, aren't you? Cooper, how much use of force training have you received?
None.
According to the autopsy, all 11 rounds hit center mass, meaning the first bullet likely killed him, eliminating any threat of continued violence, yet you shot him 10 more times. Let me explain what will happen if this department charges my client. I will go to the family of this man and file civil suit for wrongful death times 10 based on this department's now established policy of holding untrained citizens responsible for knowing when a threat of violence has been eliminated. Then I will go through every officer-involved shooting in this county and file a class action suit on behalf of the family members of every suspect killed in a similar fashion. You getting my drift? I will use your prosecution to bankrupt this county and every one of you. And the more you prove your case, the more you prove mine. Stand up. Is he being detained?
Not yet.
Go home, Cooper. There's my card. Never contact my client again. Think real hard before you charge the man who saved the 22-year-old widow from rape in a back alley with murder. Because I have a pretty good feeling a jury in this county will find the man got exactly what he deserved. But if you do, what's the saying you guys use around here? Fuck with the bull and get the horn? It's a zero-sum game for me, gentlemen. I am a life ruiner. You go after that kid for saving his fiance's life? Ruin lives is exactly what I'm gonna do. Starting with yours.